everyone, and welcome back to my channel. It's Rachel Ray here, and today, I guess you can guess what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be doing a kind of battle of the waxes. Now, this is not my original idea. I saw this over on Diamond Art Addiction's channel a month ago or so. It's been a while, but she challenged other creators to try testing out wax to see how long they last in their pen with their type of drilling. She admitted that she is a hard presser. She presses the diamonds very hard into the wax and into the diamond paintings. I am not, I would say I'm probably on the medium spectrum. I'm not feather light with it, but I'm not digging my pen into the canvas either. So what we're going to do in this video, it's probably going to take the whole weekend, I'll be honest. I'm going to time how long it takes me to run out of stickiness with each wax. So I'll show you what I've got here. First up, we have the light pink wax that comes in the kits that are like those small kits that you get with the green boat, no funnel. This is like the cheaper end of the diamond painting wax. It's see-through, as you could tell. And I don't use this wax because I used it at the very beginning and it didn't last very long. So I've made that number one. Wax number two is the darker pink wax, which also comes in the diamond painting kits from China, like AliExpress or what have you. Still, it's a basic free wax, but I think it's a little bit better than the light pink wax. Next up, we have Diamond Art Club's pink wax, which comes free in every kit as well. They include 2 of these with every kit. I used this. I only used this leading up to before all of these came into my knowledge. So, you know, I already highly rate this wax. I think it's a little bit different than that one, but we're going to find out. Next up is Not Your Mama's Mud from Whimsical Daisies on Etsy. This particular one is Cotton Candy Craze, and I just unboxed it on my channel. I love that it's scented. I really do. I know that that's not, you know, it's not necessary for it to work, but I've heard that it's better than the average pink wax. Next, after that is Blu-tack. Blu-tack is a kind of adhesive that you can use to put up posters. It says here decorations, fix signs to windows. You know this stuff. It comes in different colors, but the one that I could get my hands on is blue. And then we have Paddywax. This is Paddywax of the scented variety. This is Japanese Cherry Blossom. And one thing about Paddywax that I'm just going to quickly say is, before I smell, oh, that's so nice. First of all, the scents are amazing. Secondly, if there's nothing in the shop when you go and click on the link, or if you go check the shop and there's nothing there, it's because she sold out. I would check it multiple times a day because it goes so quickly that she consistently runs out and then has to restock. So please, 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 just be patient. This is the scented variety, obviously. And then we have Paddywax SS, which stands for super sticky. This one is unscented, but it lasts longer, and it's supposed to work supposed to work longer for hard pressers. So if you press your diamonds pretty hard, this is the one she recommends that you use over her normal bar variety. So these are all of the diamond painting muds, waxes that I own. And I'm going to fill each of these pens with this wax on camera. I'm going to try to make this as brief as possible because we're going to get into the main thing. So basically, when you're loading your pens, you're going to want to press them into the pink wax. And I'm going to do that a few times so that I can make sure that it gets really into that pen. And I'm not going to refill. I'm not going to refill again. I'm just using the first punch, so to speak. This pen was custom made by my friend Crashly over at Crafts with Crashly. She does polymer clay pens. So please check out her channel. I'll have a link down below. It's going to turn into a pen show, isn't it? This pen here is from BFF Pens. They're on Facebook, and the way that you do it is you go on there and you write my BFF on the pens that you like. Then she does a random number generator to choose the winner, and then you pay for the pens that you win. So I won that one. That one's a really nice pen. Like it a lot. Looks kind of like roses. Next up, this is from Handmade Diamond Painting Pens on Facebook. It took me 4 months to get this pen. I have an unboxing on my channel for all of these actually, but this pen is one of my favorites. I just love the way it looks. I'm just doing two digs into the wax for this pen. You can see how beautiful it is. It's kind of like my Van Gogh Starry Night. This is a hybrid burl with like a blue dye in it. It's beautiful. And it's so lightweight. So lightweight. Next up, this is a gift. This came from one of my friends, Tracy on Instagram. She got it from Lace and Lathe Works, I believe. And I'm using Not Your Mama's Mud in this pen. Ooh, it's very deep. I've never used this before, so it might take me a minute to figure out how to use it. Pretty sure you just scoop it in there and then, ooh, it is different. Interesting. That's a different kind of consistency. All right. I'm twirling it around, kind of getting it really deep in there. I hope I'm doing this right. Okay. I got it in there. So that's Not Your Mama's Mud. Now I'm going to load up my blue pen here. This is from Rich Crafts on Facebook. Isn't it beautiful? It looks like smoke in water. And as before, I'll have all these on the in the links down below. So that is now full. You'll have to trust me on that. Oh, one more thing that I forgot to mention is I am not going to be using multi-placers for this test. I'll only be using the single placer. Here we have Paddywax Cherry Blossom. Sorry, the focus is weird because the lighting just went weird. I have another video on Paddywax and how to use it. That is it. And that is the Paddywax loaded into the pen. There we go. And then we have SS. This one's a bit trickier. I think you can see that this tip is a little different, but it doesn't change anything. This is the Everlasting tip, which I'll also link down below. Just recently had a video on it. It is a sturdier pen tip so that it doesn't get misshapen as quickly as the brass, but that's all. It's the same purpose. It's slightly longer, but that doesn't change how much wax goes in it, so I'm not going to worry about it. Okay, so those are all of the pens loaded. And now we're on to the time lapse. I'd like to begin with the light pink wax. So I'm going to place it here so that you know which one I'm working on. And this is my count, my timer. I'm going to stop as soon as this stops being sticky, and I'm only going to use the single placer. I will not use the multi-placer. So are you ready to get started?
I never thought you would take over my mind, 'cause I've been lost, but I'm giving you all of my time. Isn't that good enough? Changing my patterns a lot. Yeah, I never thought I'd be sitting here wrapped in your arms. So let go of the things you hear. I'm not going anywhere without you. So put a little faith in me, though you're scared. No, I made it hard for you, but I can't. Now I wanna make you part of my plans. Put a little faith in me, though you're scared.
That lasted a lot longer than I thought it would. I'm at the stage now where it barely picks up. Like if I keep stabbing more than 5 times, then it'll pick up a drill. So I don't know if you can, well, you're not going to be able to see that, but an hour and 17 minutes. I mean, I'm going to say it was probably more like an hour and 15 minutes because there was some fidgeting on the phone and changing colors and stuff. I'm going to write down that time because it's likely that I'll probably have to do that in future sessions. But I'm really surprised I got this corner finished and I started on the black work, which is like what I like to do on Mandy Manzano's. So that's our first test. And I'm really excited to start the second test, but I'm going to have to start it tomorrow morning. So I'll see you then. Good morning, everyone, and here we are, day 2. It is 10:30 in the morning, and I am about to get started with the darker pink wax. I am going to set my timer and put it off to the side here in the shade, and hopefully you'll be able to see the time. If not, for whatever reason, I will come back to you at the end and show you the screen so that you know that I'm not. I tell you, the app that I'm using is just called Stopwatch and Timer on the Android Google Play Store. We're going to reset it to 0. I hope you can see it. You probably can't. I can't even see it. And we're going to get started. I'm just going to peel back. And let's start.
Sometimes I feel like we're getting nowhere, nowhere, and nowhere, no. But I'm still here, hope that we will get there, and get there, and get there, together. Like no one else, you have a routine with your hair. You hide your face, but you're so pretty. So let go of the things you hear. I'm not going anywhere without you.
Okay, everybody. So I finally reached the point where this stopped picking up drills. And I have been counting when it's like 5 or 6 times on one drill and it's not picking up anymore. That's when I call it quits. So, and I have been waiting for this moment for quite a while, as you can see, 2 hours and 17 minutes. Now, that's roughly, I'm gonna, in my own head, I would probably say 2 hours and 15 minutes with all the fidgeting and changing colors and all that kind of racket. But look at the progress that we've made with just the original pink wax, if you want to call it that, the normal pink wax. That is that, 2 hours and 17 minutes. And you guys, I had to stop there for a minute and get a new drink because it is, yeah, this has taken a lot longer than I anticipated. But that's okay because it is Friday. It is now 1 o'clock in the afternoon, 10 past 1 in the afternoon, and I am planning to start and hopefully finish today the pink wax from Diamond Art Club, but I'll talk about that in the next clip. But yeah, that was the pink wax and my BFF pen. Are y'all ready? It's time for the DAC Heart Wax. This is a heart-shaped piece of pink wax. So I'm gonna get started, start the timer, And if you see my clothes change or the lighting change at some point, it's probably because it's either later in the day or the next day. This experiment is taking me much longer than I anticipated, and I am, honestly, we're only on the third one, and the last ones are probably going to take a really long time. So I hope you're appreciating and liking this video, and if you do like it, please give me a thumbs up. I'd really appreciate that, and let's get started.
Put a little faith in me, though you're scared. No, I made it hard for you, but I can't. Now I wanna make you part of my plans. Put a little faith in me, though you're scared. Sometimes I feel like we're getting nowhere, nowhere, and nowhere, no. But I'm still here. Hope that we will get there, and get there, and get there together. So let go of the things you hear. I'm not going anywhere without you. So put a little faith in me, though you're scared. No, I made it hard for you, but I can't. Now I wanna make you part of my plans. Put a little faith in me, though you're scared. Sometimes I feel like we're getting nowhere, nowhere, and nowhere, no. But I'm still here. Hope that we will get there, and get there, and get there together. Sometimes I feel like we're getting nowhere, nowhere, and nowhere, no. But I'm still here. Hope that we will get there, and get there, and get there together.
All right. Goodness. 3 hours and 14 minutes is how long Diamond Art Club's wax lasted in my pen. I'm scared, y'all. I'm scared because it's Saturday. It is afternoon now. And I am breezing through this canvas, and I never single place. Okay, so I'm really fighting the urge to use multi-placers. And yeah. Anyway, Diamond Art Club wax, as I said before, it lasts quite a while, and I enjoy it. It is in my opinion, the best free wax there is. That comes with a kit. And yeah. So, and it's all about opinions, right? The next wax that is up is Not Your Mama's Mud by Whimsical Daisies. I am just before, I don't know if I'm going to be drilling much longer today because I got stuffs to do, but I just wanted you to see. I may refill this pen. These pens have been sitting out for a bit, so before I get started, I'm going to refill that pen. And yeah, super, super excited about the fact that all of this is getting done. Hey everybody, this is Cotton Candy Craze, and it smells amazing. It's really, really nice, but this is my first time really using it. So I am also doing this as a first impressions. So let's get the timer started. Are you ready to begin? Let's see how far we can get on this one. See if it lasts longer than the last one.
Your chin next to my chin. Try to hold my breath in. Don't wanna wake up. Your heart is my violin. Watching you sleep is comforting. Don't wanna wake up.
Right, so I'm quite shocked actually that the Not Your Mama's Mud made it to 1 hour and 18 minutes. It stopped being sticky a little while ago, but I kept pressing on, because I thought maybe it was more user error or something. But no, I do trust the amount of wax that I put in my pen was the right amount. And I'd like to hear your feedback. Maybe if you want to try your own, actually it would be really interesting if you could try your own experiment and let me know how long it takes you. I know that this takes a very long time, but it would be interesting to see how your experience measures up to the experience that I had, and whether we're getting the same result or not. Next up is going to be Blu-tack, which comes from the shop. Yeah. Making sure that I'm loading it appropriately. And that is flush. One more stab just to make sure. Yeah, that's good. And of course the lawnmower goes at that very moment. So Blu-tack is here just to remind us of what we're working on. I'm going to continue with this color, continue filling in. We're going to reset our timer to 0 and get started again. So here we go.
Wish that I was brave, but I've never been the one. Wish that we could stay like this, I wanna stay. Wish that I was brave, but I've never been the one. Wish that we could stay like this, I wanna stay. If I got superpowers, I'll stop the clock. Be right here in this moment, you're all I want. If I got superpowers, I'll stop the clock. Wish I got superpowers. Your hands tossing my hand, want your fingers everywhere. Don't wanna wake up. Wish that I was brave, but I've never been the one. Wish that we could stay like this, I wanna stay. Wish that I was brave, but I've never been the one. Wish that we could stay like this, I wanna stay. If I got superpowers, I'll stop the clock. Be right here in this moment, you're all I want. If I got superpowers, I'll stop the clock. Wish I got superpowers.
Okay guys, I thought this moment would never come. Finally, my pen has run out of stickiness, and with the Blu-tack. I have been drilling for 9 hours and 20 minutes according to this, but it's about 9 hours and 40 minutes because I recorded a video and didn't press the go button. Blown out of the water. Did not think that Blu-tack, this stuff that you use for posters and stuff, would work so well for diamond painting. But for all of you who have been using it for ages and having great luck with it, I now understand and applaud you. So it's amazing. I've gotten so much work done with just this single pen. Just wow, I'm blown away. So yeah, I would totally recommend Blu-tack. Holy cow. And it may be a way that I go forward. I did not have any stringiness or residue or anything like that. So yeah, totally impressed. Hello everyone, it's me again. So next up is Paddywax. We are using the regular Paddywax in the scent Japanese Cherry Blossom. And I'm going to put it over here, as always. I might put it back in the bag there, just to keep it nice and tidy. But we are going to start the timer and see how long this Paddywax will last for.
I know that when the sun is peeking through the curtains, it's time for me to go. Reality is hurting. Oh. gotta go, I gotta go. If I got superpowers, I'll stop the clock, be right here in this moment. You're all I want. If I got superpowers, I'll stop the clock. Wish I got superpowers.
Ready? So we are at the end of the Japanese Paddywax, Cherry Blossom Paddywax. I can talk. I've only had half a cup of coffee. And just so that you know, the timeline of this thing today is now the next Saturday. Yeah, from when I first started. Yeah. Okay. So it's been a week. It's been, 8 days. Right. So Paddywax original formula lasts for, according to my phone, an hour and 14 minutes and 5 seconds. So I'm gonna have to write that down and put it away. I honestly, truthfully, did think that it lasted longer. I don't know, because Paddywax in itself, the original, can be a little bit more finicky to put into the pen. So, sometimes you do have to dig around at it and stuff like that, which I don't mind. I really enjoy it, mostly because it smells amazing. And I like it. I like to use it. Some people find that highly annoying, and for you out there who do not like the whole scent thing, maybe it's not your jam. That's perfectly fine. But it did last for an hour and 15 minutes, so it is comparable in that way to the Not Your Mama's Mud Time or the original Pink Wax Time. However, there are a few things there is a little bit of a residue, which again, I would highly recommend if you're having any issues whatsoever. Please don't try to troubleshoot on the video here. I would highly recommend checking out Robin's Distracted by Diamonds video. Have a look at how she does it. For me, in one test with one time, I cannot tell you that was an accurate time or not. But I'm going to go with it because, y'all, I'm tired. I'm tired and I'm ready to move on. So we are moving on to Paddywax SS, which is the super sticky. My tin has a little unicorn on it. Each tin is a little bit different. It is unscented, and I have a tutorial on how to do that, how to fill up the pen and everything. And I'm going to reset the timer, and we're going to start.
Beginning, it was like we were glued to each other, yes we were.
Right, y'all. So it's been a hot minute. So we are at 3 hours and 51 minutes for Paddywax SS. Now, I'm gonna give you my final thoughts here in a few minutes. I'm going to collect myself. What I'm going to do is I'm going to finish this diamond painting because I am so close to finishing. I have 3 colors left to finish. And then once it is finished, I'll be back to talk to you about the pros and cons and which of these were my favorite. So I'll see you soon. Okay, so guys, the end is here. I have completed the diamond painting. But for now, I want to share with you my results. And I know that maybe some of you have skipped to the end to see this, so I'm just going to refresh your memory by putting it on the screen just down here so that you can see the details. So first up, we had the clear or very light pink wax, which comes with most diamond painting kits. And this wax did not last long at all. It's just not made I think, with as great quality as others. It will do the job though, and it does work for smaller kits, especially if you're giving these away or if they're just really small. So I would not go with that one, but that's my personal opinion. And again, beautiful pen. Thank you, Crashly. It is beautiful. Love it. Next up was the dark pink wax, which comes with most kits that come from a Chinese factory, which all of them technically come from that, those factories, but not all kits come with this particular wax, but most of them do. Anyway, this one lasted a decent amount of time, twice as long as the light pink wax, but this one, again, there are better waxes out there that come free with kits, but I would choose this darker one over the light one. And again, the BFF diamond painting pen, Cranberry Nights, beautiful blank, love it. Oh, I'm stuck to the diamond painting. The third wax we did was the Diamond Art Club wax, which surprisingly enough, well, maybe not to me, but to some people, this actually does last longer in my experience than the dark pink wax that comes in other kits. So it might be another formula, since it did last an extra hour, or nearly an extra hour. So fantastic resource if you are looking for a free wax that you do not have to buy. And I have used one wax on several kits, large size kits, so it does last a long time. And the pen that I used, again, was that handmade diamond painting pens. Isn't it gorgeous? Love that pen. Beautiful. All right, the next one, which I didn't tell you all this, but I actually did do a second test. Here's the time for test number 1. And test number 2, I did it off screen. It lasted for an hour and 16 minutes. Now, I don't know if that's a fluke because of me being new to using this mud. I will actually keep trying on my projects, but there were just a few things that concerned me. I had a lot of residue with this. It seemed to come off the pen pretty easily, whereas the other ones were more solid. This one seems a bit more sticky, but it's also going to cling to the drills. So while I'm always looking forward to new ideas, I don't know if it's user error or if it just doesn't last as long as the other waxes. But that was just my experience, so if you've had another experience, please let me know. Either way, I'm going to keep trying. And again, I'm stuck. And with that one, I used my gift from Tracy. Thank you so much, Tracy. It's a beautiful, beautiful pen. See all the purple and golds? Gorgeous. Okay, surprisingly, or maybe not surprisingly, was Blu-tack. Good old Blu-tack from the office store, where you can get it for working on, putting up a poster in a classroom hallway, or you could put up posters in your house, or clean the keys on your keyboard. It says remove lint from your clothes. Blu-tack works insanely well. And I did do, I was there for almost going on 10 hours with one piercing of this Blu-tack. And I'm gonna tell you now that honestly, if I were looking for a budget-friendly way to diamond paint, it would be to buy this. A package of Blu-tack costs about €2 or about $2.50, maybe, max. And it's gonna last you forever. So it is a budget-friendly way to go if you don't care about smell or anything like that. And I forgot to mention that this pen, which looks like kind of like glassy water, smoke in water, is from the seller Rich Craft on Facebook. And I don't know, at the time of this video, I believe that he's taking a small break. Some of these stores may be taking a small break due to the current situation in our world. So please be patient. The links are down below. Then next up was the Paddywax scented Paddywax, I used Japanese Cherry Blossom. These bricks are 6 centimeters by 3 centimeters, just in case you're wondering, to get a tin for yourself. The Paddywax, it didn't last as long as I remember it lasting. I don't know if it was the way that I inserted it into the pen, or my climate changing. So I've only been using Paddywax since last fall, and I remember that it was difficult because of the colder weather and it was harder. Now it's much softer. It's like butter. So I'm trying to relearn how to use it. The climate definitely changes the amount of time that this lasts in your pen. I can say that for sure because I do remember it lasting a lot longer before. But it's still enjoyable. I know that some people really like to collect it. Some people don't. That's perfectly fine. It's up to you, but I just wanted to go ahead and share my experience and how long it lasted for me in May. So, and this pen is from Hand Turn Heaven. It was a gift. Thank you so much to Kokisha for sending it to me, and Kevin for making it for me. It is perfect and I love it. Please check them out. And I am gonna, this pen feels so good to use. Love it. And then last but not least is the Paddywax SS. Again, this one is an unscented wax. I think there was an issue with the climate because this had been sitting in my window for so long that it was much softer than I remember it being. I did not take that into account when I loaded it into my pen, so it lasted less time than I remember it lasting before. I have done full diamond painting sessions for 2 days straight without having to reload my pen, but for whatever reason, maybe because it was hot, because it was warm, it just didn't have the staying power. So again, it's trial and error. You have to play with them and, get to know them and their consistencies sometimes in order for them to work for you. I honestly think that if you are a new diamond painter and you're not sure if you want to be in the hobby for long, that you just use the wax that comes with kits. If you do have a few Diamond Art Club kits, I'd recommend you just use that wax solely and forget about the other wax. If you have access to Blu-tack, if you have a Blu-tack in your closet or in your school supplies, definitely use this. Try it out and see if you like it. The problem with residue happened with the Not Your Mama's Mud and the Paddywax regular. Those are the two that I had the most residue with, other than the pink wax, the original dark pink wax. It will happen. It's not really something that you can get away from. There's no perfect resolution here, but we try them all just to give you an idea of what they can do. So the clear winner here is obviously Blu-tack in my experience. So well done to Blu-tack. Yes, thank you. But does that mean that I'm going to stop using the other wax that I have? No, of course not. I'm definitely, absolutely going to continue to use the waxes that my friends have given me or that I've purchased. I really enjoy using them. But I also just want to say thank you to all of my subscribers, followers, anyone who has been waiting for this video. Thank you so much for your patience and time with it. In total, this video took me 8 days to film, more hours than I care to count, to sit down and diamond paint, but man, am I glad that I did, because this beautiful painting is now complete and I can move on to my next project, which you have probably already seen me unbox. So I hope this has helped you, but what I would very, very, very highly recommend is that you try it for yourself. If you have all these waxes, I would challenge you to try to sit down and time how long they last you in your pens, because everybody's a little bit different. How long it lasts for me in my pen is not necessarily how long it will last for you in your pen because of the way that you drill. And that's one other thing before I go that I just want to mention. There's so many factors to how long this actually lasts. There are definitely other ways that you could go about testing how many drills you can put down with a certain kind of wax. Some people would be really, really good at doing that, but unfortunately, I just don't have the time to put into that sort of video. But I would highly recommend that if you do have the time and you want to know for yourself, why not? Why not go ahead and test it out for yourself and let us know. Please put it down in the comments down below, which is your favorite and why. If you have any other recommendations for types of wax or substances to put inside of a drill pen that you would like me to test in the future, I could try to order some and do another test to compare those results with these results. And I'm really interested to see things like blue, yellow, and white wax and see how they compare to the normal pink waxes and so on and so on. So please leave your comments, your suggestions, and everything down below. If you enjoyed this video and the possible help that it gave you, please give this video a thumbs up on your way out. And if you are new here, please consider subscribing so that you can see more fun tests like this in the future. And with that being said, I'll let you go for today. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Take care, guys. Bye!